And then the album readers who are going to be checking your work will have access to it by coming on to Schoology. They only have access to the people that they've been assigned to. So maybe 5 of you are assigned to album reader number 1. That album reader cannot access anybody else's. They can only access yours. Okay? So it's also a secure system. So we use this in all of our other training courses back in Hartford, and it has worked pretty well for us there. So let me check with this is my tech person. What we're trying to do right now is get the computer to get the audio broadcast out to you. If for some reason we can't accomplish that, I'll just use the microphone that I'm holding in my hand and put it down by the computer so you can hear Josiah live, and the translators can hear Josiah live, so that they can translate what Josiah is saying on screen. Can they turn it up just a little bit, the microphone? No, can they turn the sound up over there a little bit on the microphone?
Up the sound.
Yes.
Thì cô thầy đang nói nó không ngon, các bạn tiếng Anh nghe không nghe. Anh mở cái lo lên nghe luôn.
Nghe rồi chị. Hello. Is that better? Is that better? Yes. Okay. You shouldn't have to put it up by your face. Can you hear it like this, translators? Yes. So the sound just needed to be turned up in there, not move the microphone. Let's turn the sound up over here when you're having trouble hearing me, okay? So translators, you have to let us know when the microphone needs to be turned up, because this shouldn't be what I have to do to make sure that you can hear me, okay? We all set back there? Okay. So this is what Schoology is going to look like. I'm going to try to get back on. We're doing the meeting via Zoom. So I'm going to just try to get back to Josiah on Zoom. Can you hold my mic for 1 minute? So if you don't realize this, back in the United States, it is now 4 in the morning. So he got up very early so that we could do this for you before the end of the day. So we're trying to connect right now and see if Josiah is on here. And are we going wait a second. Let's see, already joined by telephone now. Hey Josiah, can you see me? Let's see. Join audio. Can you see me or hear me, Josiah? Let's see. Can you see me or hear me now, Josiah? Let's see.
You go to this one.
Okay. Let's get back to Zoom. Okay. And where's my audio? So this is my buddy Josiah Hill. He is back in Hartford. Josiah, can you hear me? Maybe he's not on. Yeah, so he seems frozen though. Let's see. Let's see. That looks like a close-up though. So yeah, I think he's not on yet. I see this is his screen, so that's a good thing. Just one moment. Zoom.
Yes, you. We need you here.
With my 15 here. Which one? This one? Okay, there I go. Yeah. On audio. Yeah. Hey, Josiah, can you hear me? Okay, are you on video also or just on audio? Okay, all right. So let me turn up the sound a little bit. We have one technical difficulty, and which isn't too bad considering we're halfway around the world with each other. So can you say something now? Because what I'm going to have to do is hold the microphone to the speaker on the computer. Okay? So we'll have to sort of do it back and forth because the audio, you're on screen, on a large screen in front of 65 enthusiastic Montessori trainees that are hanging on every word you're saying at 4 in the morning in the United States. Okay, so I'm going to put the microphone down towards you, and let me just, if you're not going to, this is Josiah right here. He's just going to really be using audio and sharing his screen, so you don't really need to see his picture anymore. I don't know what you're saying, Doctor. What is it? Okay, sure. We're just trying to connect one more speaker that took our wonderful Vietnamese translator has just brought us. Yeah. Yes. Yes, okay. And so we're going to put the microphone there, and you'll still hear me on the microphone from here. I think so too. So, Josiah, just a little bit more background. We have 65 students in the room. It's all their first time at this whole time. Nobody's ever used Schoology before. None of them have ever used Blackboard. Okay, great. Can you still hear me okay, Josiah? Yeah. Oh, perfect. So they connected a portable speaker. It'll be a little easier to use as far as putting my microphone down there. And just so you know, there's 65 students. First time. Also, Ms. Hummel has not used Schoology before, so this is going to be her first experience, and with you all too. So we're all going to learn together, okay? And our translator, we have a translator that is taking our English and translating it into Vietnamese. And we have a translator who is taking our English and translating into Chinese. So we just have to sort of periodically stop, though it's simultaneous translation. So they're hearing it at the same time with just a little bit of a delay. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to take your picture. Sorry, say again? I'm going to I was taking your picture now so that we can see your full screen up in front of us. And here you go, I'm giving the mic to your speaker.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to introduce you to a site called Schoology, and this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you have devices to see right now. If you do, it would be great for you to follow along.
Thank you.
Take care of some of these things as I should. If not, obviously, you can take notes right later.
Decide you can maybe just speak up just a little bit and do, as far as getting them logged on to Schoology. If they do, many of them, if not all of them, do have their devices here. And so you walk them through how to, log on, and they're all here. So give it back to you. What would you like for them to do this time? Are you there yet? Desire, can you still hear me? Desire, are you still there? Desire? Desire, can you still hear me?
Instructors can share materials with you for learning things like visions, notes, etc. And also, you will be submitted assignments back to the. So if everybody goes to Schoology.com, I'll show you how to sign up for an account. How to navigate to the course that has been for you. So when you get to Schoology, your screen should look like what I have right now, and you'll notice the right corner, there's a sign up option. This is very important. So when you sign up, you should sign as an instructor. Okay, so that first option right there, sign up as an instructor. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. When you click on that, you'll get this screen, which is probably similar to other screens that you've used to sign up for other web services. It's going to ask you for basic information, like your first and last name, your email address, and then you'll need to choose a pack price.
Hold on one second.
An instructor or a student? Instructor or?
Instructor.
Instructor.
Instructor. Hold on one second, Josiah. Can you hear me okay? Josiah, can you hear me? Josiah.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you either.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. Should I go through the instructions?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Josiah?
hear you just very,
Just barely?
the audio is really.
Can you hear me? Is that better? Is that better?
What is your preference, Tim? Would you like me to continue? Or is the audio not working?
Look at your chat.
Okay, so I apologize for technical difficulties. We're gonna try to get this done. I really need patience. So on sign up for school rule screen, it's asking for basic change. The bottom is automatically subscribing you to their blog. The blog gives you lots of information about how to use technology. But it's really coming from a perspective as an instructor. So if you're not planning on using Schoology, or if you're not even curious about using Schoology to teach a class down the road, then there's really no point to having that selected, so you can unselect it. And then finally, this bottom checkbox is basically saying that you agree to their privacy policy in terms of use. You can take a moment to read those if you like. I will give you some background on Schoology as a company. In the United States, they're very focused on education for what we would call K-12. So basically students anywhere from maybe 4 years old up to about 18 or 19 years old. And that age group in the United States is protected by privacy laws. And so they take their privacy very seriously. And so I would recommend that you should feel comfortable clicking on that. But by all means, if you want to read their privacy policy in terms of use before agreeing to join, you can do that. So once you click that, you can click on register and join Schoology. The next screen will ask you for some additional information around what school you teach at, etc. And that's because you signed up as an instructor. For right now, you can actually ignore all of that information. You don't have to type it in. But they are asking you for it, right? So you don't have to type it in. What you should see at the top is a menu bar that says something along the line of courses, groups, etc. I'll show you what that looks like at your point. So at the top, you should see a toolbar similar to this. So I say similar because my toolbar is green. Yours is going to be the Schoology blue color. Okay, and it'll say Schoology here, whereas my screen says correct. That's the company that I work for. You should see courses, groups, resources, tools. Courses, groups, and resources. I have a few extra things because I'm a system administrator for Schoology at my company. Okay, but at the very least, you should see courses, groups, and resources. I would like for you to click on courses. But when you click on courses, see this drop-down menu, and you can see that I belong to many, many courses. I do this work all day, and I support lots of different courses. Your drop-down menu will be blank if you've reused Schoology before. That's okay. We're gonna add course for you. So, when you click on this drop-down menu, you'll spend it here. And off to the side, you'll see this link for My Courses. Go ahead and click on My Courses right here.
Sir, I think that he is talking about
So when you
another
click
green
on My
and you
Courses,
open another green. That's different green.
you should see a list of your courses. And again, if you're not in any courses, that list will be blank. That's fine. What we really want to do, however, is click this button right here, this blue button.
Hold on for a second. Josiah, can you stop for a second?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, because I think your shared screen is a little different than what we're seeing up on our screen. Can you hear me?
Yes, what you see right now.
What we see right now is the correct. What we see right now is the correct screen.
He is talking about this screen, but you open this one.
He already explained that. That what you're seeing on yours is different than what he's. Everybody, look at me.
No, he's talking
Stop
about
talking to each
instruction.
other and just look. Everybody, look here. There's too many voices. Okay. So just explain one difference if you didn't pick up what he just said. Your screen is different than what he's showing you on his screen right now. Your screen is the intro Schoology screen. His screen is what you're going to end up getting eventually, which is our correct screen. Okay, so that's the difference. So just listen carefully to his instructions. Right now you should be on the main screen for Schoology, and there should be a button that has courses at the top. Does everyone see that? Yes? Just nod your head. Yes, you see it, or no, you don't see it. I don't see heads nodding. Do you see it?
Yes.
Nod your head. Okay. Are you still there, Josiah?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll try to go a little slower, and I'll reiterate, there are some differences between my screen and what you'll be seeing. That's partly because the company I work for uses Schoology, and we pay for extra features. And as we pay for extra features, I am a system administrator for my company. So some of the differences that you'll notice, the color of the toolbar at the top. Mine will be green, yours should be a blue or a black color. My company logo is in the corner here. You will just see the Schoology logo in the corner. From time to time, you'll see that I have extra options on my menus. And again, that's because I'm a system administrator. So if you don't see exactly what I see, what I'm showing you on my screen, you shouldn't feel like you're doing anything wrong. There will be some differences. So if you haven't already, please click on Courses. Okay, so when you click on Courses, again, one of the differences that you will see is your list of courses will be empty if you haven't joined any courses yet. I have many courses that I belong to. That's okay. It's fine for that difference. We're going to add the Montessori course for you, and afterwards, that course will show up on this grid. So when you click on courses, in the far right corner, you'll want to click on My Courses.
My courses.
And that'll take you to a list of all your courses. Again, that list will be empty. That's okay. The main thing that we want is this blue button here that says Join a Course. Everybody should click on that.
Please pause 1 second there, Josiah, okay?
Okay.
Does everybody understand where we are? So you're in courses, you clicked on it, and now you're going to join courses. That's where everyone should be, okay? Nod, please, so that I have some idea that you understand what we're saying. So we're just giving everybody just a minute to catch up, Josiah. Okay, if you're in join courses now, just raise your hand so I can see who's there. If you're on join courses now, raise your hand so that I can see that most of us are on. Well, because Josiah, the translator, is suggesting that he puts his screen up and you follow so that they're looking at the same screen as they are. Does that make sense?
I will follow your instruction, okay? So I want to my screen is as close to the screen as possible. Is that okay?
Is that okay, Josiah?
Không được hả? Nghe được rồi đúng không?
Yeah, I think let's just continue, okay? We're just going to continue. Go ahead, Josiah. They're with you. They're on join courses, and they're ready to go.
Okay. Great. So when you get to that stage, it's asking you for an access code. I'm going to change my screen to show you the access code. And I shared this with you earlier too.
Yes. Yes.
No, you read it already.
I have not.
Okay. So this is I'll make it very large so it's easy to read. So this is the access code that you need to type in to join the course.
We're not seeing it on the screen, Josiah. Your shared screen is not showing the access code.
It should be a Google document.
It's not. We're still seeing your correct screen. Can you hear me? Okay, now,
Yeah.
okay, so on our screen right now, what we see is still your correct course listing. So I think you just typed into the chat the code, is that correct? Okay, so let me access that. Okay, let me access it so that they can see it. Okay, so this is your course code. I'll read it to you. It's all caps for the letters. So it's S, R, G, Z, dash, J, 6, 3, R, dash, C, P, Q, 3, M. One more time. S, 9, G, Z, dash, 3, I'm sorry, J, 6, 3, R, dash, C, P, Q, 3, M. All right. So I'm not sure, Josiah, why we're not seeing what you're trying to show on the screen. Right now, on your shared screen, we're only seeing still that correct course listed.
I could try stopping the sharing and then restarting.
Why don't you do that? Let's see if it reboots.
Shoot.
Relax, just relax.
Okay, is that coming through now?
We still don't see your screen. Now, right now, it's your photo is up, but your screen isn't being shared. I shouldn't click on share screen, right? Because that means I'm going to share my own screen, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So I think they all typed in code. I think they're on the course. And maybe I should just go to the course. Did that bring them to the actual course?
So let them join the course, and then if they click on courses, they should see the course.
And they'll see the course, and I see, so I can share my screen. Why don't I share my screen,
Sure.
and let's see if that works better. Okay.
After entering the code, if you click on courses, you should see that the course has been added, and you'll be able to click on it and navigate to the course.
Is that what you have? Okay, so I shared my screen, and so they're seeing the course now, and I'll follow your directions so that they can see my screen, okay?
Okay.
Which our translator wanted to do earlier. Okay, go ahead.
So from this screen, you're now in the course of Primary Training 2019-20 coaching in the city. When you get to the course, you should see several colorful folders. And I'm going to teach you how to navigate through the course, how to find things within the course, and then also how you might submit content to your instructors. So let's look at the first folder for lectures. You'll notice that there's a little arrow to the left of the folder. If you were to click that arrow, it would expand the folder and show you the content inside the folder. So you should see handouts, assignments, theory lecture outlines. And those are folders within that top folder. You'll notice that those folders also have little arrows next to them as well. So let's do the same thing. Click the arrow next to handouts, and that will expand as well. Now I can see all of the content inside of handouts. If you click on one of those items, let's just click on the top one, observation of an individual child. So when I click on that, it will take me to that document, in this case a PDF. So at the top of the screen, that's what's called creating in the US we would call it breadcrumb trail. And that is a series of links that shows you where you are and how you get there. So you can see at the top it says handouts. Then it's the theory lectures. And then it says the course title. And each of those is a link that you can click on, basically to go backwards from where you came. So right now, we're looking at observation of an individual child in the handouts folder, which is in the theory lectures folder, which is in this course. And so if I wanted to go back to the very first screen that we saw, I would click on the course title. So let's do that now. So you can see it takes me back to the main page with all the folders. And those little arrows are again, so I can expand the folders. That's one way to navigate through course. I'll show you another way that's similar but a little more focused.
Okay, Josiah, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Just hold one second. I think the internet in this room is not fabulous. So it's just a little slow. Are you seeing my shared screen?
No, I don't see your screen.
Okay, hold on one second then. Okay, hold on one second. So, Josiah, can you turn over the screen share to me? Can you hear me, Josiah? Can you turn over the shared screen to me?
Other one.
Which one? The other one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I've stopped sharing my screen. I think you can request to share your screen.
Okay. Right. But it's not letting me do it.
So if you click that
Yes.
share button, that should work for you now.
Hold on, we have some pop-up on the screen that I can't get rid of right now, so I'm trying to get rid of it. So, yeah. Which one?
Nó không phải mua là không được anh nó đi đâu. Em có phải nó sẽ cái thẻ
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Hold on one second, Messiah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
Cô ăn không mong.
I got you. This one? Now I can use Zoom. What does this say? Okay. No, I think it's. Are you having any trouble? The sharing one?
Can I make a recommendation?
Of course.
So there might be a local slowdown,
Yes.
based on, 65 people trying to follow. At this stage, now that they're logged into the Schoology and Schoology and course, it's less important that they follow an individual process.
Okay. So I'm trying to get back to Zoom here. You can. I need to get back to Zoom. Okay. We're just trying to connect to a different Wi-Fi, Josiah. So now, We're almost there. We're having a shared screen issue and this pop-up. I see. So, this one, share screen, I see. So this is the one It's show.
You want to share this?
Yes. No, where? There?
Now press the blue button. The one next to it is
This one?
yes. That is
Which one do you want me to address?
You don't need to press anything.
Okay.
You don't need anything.
It's not sharing the screen. You can, hold on 1 second. You can see my screen, Josiah?
Yes.
So you see my screen, but we don't see it.
No, that's good.
This one? No. That's not the right screen. Let me, hold on. You're seeing the Schoology screen, is that right, Josiah?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like you have another Chrome window open.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna go and just log myself back in, okay? And then I think we'll be all set. Can you see my screen now, Josiah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and everybody here can see it too. Go.
Okay, so how much of the navigation conversation was covered?
I
Did
think,
go through?
yep, we got how to get to the theory lecture. We clicked on the arrow, we got the handouts, we got the how to get observation, we got how to trail back to the main page. Okay?
So moving forward, just show you a couple more things here. So as your instructors request you to do certain things within the course, you might see in the right-hand side under upcoming, you might see different assignments show up there, okay? And that's going to be based on if they assign a due date, because it works as a calendar. So if your instructors plan to do something, it will show up under the upcomings area. Okay, so a couple other things that I just want to, sorry, I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Are you getting that feedback there as well?
No, not as much as you are.
So, this is, let's see, you're in there as an instructor, right, Ken?
I am.
So, can you go to an assignment?
Under assignment, where is it at?
So, near the top, you see that all materials?
Yes. Yes.
In the middle, to the right hand of the middle,
Right.
right hand side, it says all materials above the gears.
Above the gear. Add materials?
All materials, just go directly right of
Next to a comment. Yes,
Oh, got it.
Click on assignments.
Yes.
I'm just trying to find an assignment. So this assignment right here, addition snake game. Can you click on that for me? So this is an assignment. When students are looking at an assignment, they will see a screen like this that gives the explanation of what is required of them. And then where you see submissions in that yellow box, they will see a submission button. And when they click on that, they will be able to submit their content. So if it's a Word document, I think typically the instructors ask that PDF is submitted, and that's based on. So they'll be able to click that button and upload a PDF from their device to their instructors, and their instructors will be able to see it, comment on it, and return it with feedback. So these assignments will be scattered throughout the folders. And you can see this one is in the folder called Math under another folder called Assignments. Okay, so that's how submitting content will work. They'll see that button that they can click on, hit submit, and then it'll ask them to upload content on their device.
Can you hear me?
So that's the general feedback. Sorry, say again?
I was just gonna say, just give me 1 second to re-explain that. So, everybody, your assignments are based on what the folder they are in. So if it's a math assignment, it's in the math folder under assignments. So let's just go back. Remember, if we go back to the top, you can get back to the main screen by just clicking on the primary training course. If we wanted to see what were our assignments for Practical Life, we click on Practical Life. You'll see handouts from Practical Life. You see assignments from Practical Life. You click on assignments, and anything, and this is just a sample right now, anything that Ms. Hummel puts in here as an assignment, you're going to see listed here. And let's say she does use the spooning assignment. You're going to click on that. You're going, if you need to tell Ms. Hummel something, you can write a comment. You're going to have the submission button right here. You're going to click on the submission button, and you'll have the opportunity to download a document from your computer. So she will tell you what way that she wants it, but our instructor in Hartford chooses PDFs. It's just easier to maintain, look at, and read. You obviously will have to figure that out for yourself, how you're going to keep your PDFs versus your Word documents. Yeah. Okay? So, are there any questions about that unto itself? Pretty simple there. It's a little more difficult to coordinate this audiovisual technology stuff, but the actual use of Schoology is pretty simple. All of you, by signing in using that course number, now have access to this course. Is there anything else you want to add to that website?
That's the main back and forth of it. I think there's typically a couple other small things that I'd show, but because of the technical difficulties, I wouldn't prioritize them. That is the gist of it. I wanted them to make sure that they had an account, they got into the course, and you do some basic navigation throughout those.
Okay. Let me just see if there's any more questions on just that part of it. And then we will have you, I've asked Hummel to probably the best thing would be to maybe sit with Lori or somebody from Lori or Gabrielle to see how they submit assignments and albums and stuff like that. Because it's pretty specific to the course as opposed to the way that you set up the course, right?
Correct. Jerry does it differently than Gretchen per se, so
Okay.
yeah, you need to follow with the instructor.
Okay, so just hold for 1 second and I'm going to field some questions.
But I can check that I already submitted successfully.
You already submitted something successfully?
How to check that?
Okay, yep. So the question, Josiah, is how do you know that your submission was successful after you click?
That's a great question. So after submitting, you should see a list of your submission. And the button will change from saying submit to resubmit, meaning that you can actually submit multiple versions of the assignment. It's up to the instructor to communicate how they will handle that. So some instructors may say just submit it once, but if they're focused on getting it right, then they'll take multiple submissions.
Okay, so for right now, it's just one submission, and then Ms. Hummel or album readers will tell you if you need a second submission. So for right now, you would just hit it. It should already be listed then as a submission. Does that answer your question? Okay. Other questions? That's a great question. Other questions on just navigating this? Okay, so is there anybody that still needs help logging in? They never even got to this screen. Raise your hand if you need that, because I want to make sure you get the help that you need. Is everybody on and has access to this particular course? If you are, everybody okay? Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Going? Yes, sir. Yes. So so the question, Josiah, is there's no upcoming events, and who's gonna list those when they are? And that would be, so I can answer that question. So as Ms. Hummel puts an event, so maybe the event might be you're having Saturday class this week and it starts at 9 o'clock. She's the one that enters that. So anytime, and only people that have the administrator rights can enter that kind of information. You can't enter that kind of information. Does that make sense?
That's correct. And I would just add one thing.
Go ahead.
That when the instructor goes to individual assignments, as an admin in the course, she'll have the opportunity to edit the due date. And if she were to say, make the due date September 20th, then it would show up immediately on that upcoming area, because it now has a date that would impact the upcoming.
So the date, Josiah, that is listed in the assignment also gets listed under the upcoming events. Yeah.
When I get that upcoming usage for particular assignment.
When will they be in here?
Yeah, when will they open?
You're probably not going to have anything listed in here before this weekend or the beginning of next week. Because Ms. Hummel has to enter that stuff in there. Okay? So right now, what we really wanted to make sure that you did was log on. You understand the account number, the course number, so now you all have access to that course. You see the folders that are listed there, and you understand how to get to assignments within the folder. right? Thumbs up if you understand that. Thumbs up if you understand it. Thumbs up if you understand. Keep your thumb up. I'm trying to get a feel for who understands and who does not understand. Okay. Any other questions that you might have while Josiah is on the Zoom call? Going, gone. Okay, Josiah, anything else that you wanted to add?
Well, like I said, that's the meat and potatoes, so to speak, that's the important stuff.
Okay, so Josiah, I want to thank you. We realize how early this is in the United States. We appreciate you rolling out of bed to do this presentation for us. We apologize on our side for any technical difficulties, but we really, I think everybody gave me a thumbs up pretty much. I think they know how to get on, they have access, and that's what we really wanted to achieve today. So thank you so much. Let's give Josiah a round of applause. Thank you, Josiah. I really appreciate it.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so that's Schoology. I appreciate his patience. We're going to have a lot of little glitches as we get started. Okay, it's only, what, day 3? So next week, you'll really start using this unless Ms. Hummel tells you something by Friday that maybe she's going to be putting on here. You need to be patient with Ms. Hummel too, because just like you, this is her first time using Schoology as well. But she's going to meet with our colleagues back in Hartford. It's really important because this is such a, in Hartford, when we have 20 people or 25 people in a course, we're very happy. You know that? You have 65. So this is a big difference. And it's going to take some coordination because we want to make sure that it's working well for you. So if there's anything we can be doing better for you, you have to let us know. And we'll get through the first week of glitches, and then hopefully it will be smooth sailing after that. Okay? So again, thank you for your patience, and I'm going to turn this back over to Ms. Hummel because this is not my course, this is her course.
Thank you.
This is And we want to thank you for getting this all set up for us today. It was quite important. Okay, can I just say one quick thing?
Yes, go ahead. Nice.
So I am taking off back to the United States tomorrow morning. So this is probably my last contact with you until I return. So again, I just want to say a special thank you to all of you for being in this course. I'm going to thank you ahead of time for getting all your assignments in on time, getting them to Ms. Hummel on time. I'm going to also thank you ahead of time for getting your observations and practice all set up during that January through June break. And then hopefully I'll be able to come back and see you in that second session too. But I don't know if I'll make it back here before you break again in December. We're trying to do some scheduling right now here in Vietnam. But again, I just want you to know how this is a pretty important time period for you in Vietnam. And we really are going to be looking to you as this inaugural group to help us figure this out. And what does this mean in your own country, in your own culture? There's no way I know that. I shouldn't know that. This is not my culture, this is not my country. You're the people that know that. And you're going to be the people that have to direct us in how we can best get the Montessori movement going here in Vietnam, as I said, in both public and in private schools. So we've had some great meetings over this past week with a lot of people in a lot of places, in a lot of powerful places. So talking about the universities, talking about the Ministry of Education, talking about the Department of Education and teacher training, talking to schools that are well established here in Vietnam, and talking to schools that are trying to start here in Vietnam. So you are going to be valuable players in all of this, because as you know, there's not that many teachers in Vietnam that have their AMI diploma. And we're hoping that you're going to be spreading that to multiple schools all over the country, not just here in Ho Chi Minh, not just in Hanoi, but across the whole country. So we thank you, we look forward to our continued collaboration, and we look forward to this partnership in Vietnam to bring Montessori to the children of Vietnam, no matter their economics, no matter their families, no matter their location. How do we get Montessori accessible to as many children that want it? Everybody doesn't want it, that's fine. There's no way we can supply it. But we want to make sure that every child and family that does want it has access to it. So thank you, come on. I really appreciate it.
Okay. So now, since you had such a busy morning and afternoon, we thought you could rest back and watch the DVD on Dr. Maria Montessori's life. So we've gone down to arrange for it. Now I just want to tell you, this DVD does not have time.